How much do you need to be making in order to comfortably afford the all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner? Let's find out. So now that the 6th generation 4Runner has been revealed and we can see some of the features and what the exterior and interior actually look like, let's estimate what the number breakdown is going to look like. So of course, because we don't have the exact numbers quite yet, we can make a pretty good estimate on what it's going to look like when you actually break it down. There are 9 different trim levels available, and I'm going to estimate that the starting price is going to be about $45,000 based off of the previous models and the Land Cruiser and all things considered. The 6th generation 4Runner is likely to go on sale in the fall of 2024. It's going to have fabric trimmed interior, with some trims having heated and ventilated front seats. It's also going to come equipped with 20-inch alloy wheels and all-terrain tires. And as Toyota mentioned, they wanted all of their 2025 lineup to have a hybrid option. The 2025 Toyota 4Runner is going to have that iForce Max hybrid engine option as well. The all-new 6th generation 4Runner is going to have a 6,000-pound towing capacity. It's also going to have standard Bilstein shocks on the TRD trim. The 4Runner is also going to have a heated steering wheel, digital rear view mirror, select third row seating is going to be available as well, standard 8-inch touchscreen display, and an available 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. The 2025 4Runner is also going to come equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, 5 USB-C ports throughout the interior, an available head-up display, a 3D multi-terrain monitor, a 14-speaker JBL audio system, with the JBL Flex Bluetooth speaker that you can actually take out of the vehicle and carry with you. It's also going to have available crawl control. And of course, on the TRD trim, it's going to come with a lifted suspension and adjustable Fox shocks, a standard high clearance front bumper, a hands-free power liftgate, the signature power rear window, an available roof rack, the heritage-inspired front grille with an integrated light bar, power running boards, blind spot monitoring, and of course, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. And like I said before, because these specific numbers have not been released quite yet, we are going to have to make some estimates, but with all things considered, now that we can see the features and based off of previous models and previous lineups, previous generations, and some of the other Toyota options as well, we can make a pretty good guess at what the cost breakdown is going to look like. So it's pretty safe to assume that there's going to be a delivery fee of about $1,395 because this is pretty standard across the Toyota website based off of the other models that are a similar size. And if we go off of that $45,000 starting price and add an 8% sales tax, then you're going to be looking at about $3,711.60 in sales tax, which is then going to bring the total price to about $50,106.60. And let's say you put a 0% down payment and you get approved for 72-month financing, which is a total of 6 years, then your monthly payments would be about $854.27. And in those 6 years with those financing terms, you would pay $11,400.68 in interest. But of course, as we all know, that is not everything that goes into the cost of owning this vehicle, so we do have to factor in some other major expenses as well. For example, car insurance for the 4Runner is going to be somewhere around $1,500 a year, which is about $125 a month. But of course, this is also going to depend on your age, the state that you live in, and your driving history, as well as a bunch of other factors as well. So just make sure you keep that in mind too. And we do know that the 2025 4Runner is going to come with that hybrid option as well. Of course, it does have a gas option also, but a rough estimate based off of previous lineups and the Land Cruiser, which also has the hybrid engine, if we consider that the average person drives about 1,200 miles per month or about 15,000 miles per year, plus the average current cost of gas today, then you'd be looking at about somewhere around $188.24 a month for your average gas cost. And in terms of maintenance for the 4Runner, you'd be looking at about $469 a year, which is about $39.08 a month for your average maintenance cost. And if we added all of these expenses together, then you'd be looking at about $1,206.59 a month for the 2025 Toyota 4Runner. And if you wanted to keep that at a comfortable 15% of your average income, then that means that you would need to be making about $96,527.20 annually in order to keep it in that comfortable 15% range. And just to put that in perspective for you, if you paid that same monthly expense every month for the entire 72 months that you're financing, then in those 6 years, you would pay a total of $86,874.48 total over those 6 years for the all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner. And keep in mind that all the numbers that I use in all of my videos, and this one as well, are very much averages and are going to change based on your personal circumstances. And for this particular video, the numbers are definitely an average based off of previous lineups and previous generations. to kind of get an idea, now that we've seen the features and the exterior and the interior of the 2025 4Runner, to kind of give us an estimated look at what that cost breakdown is going to look like for the all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner. And if you haven't already, check out my last video where I go over the cost of each generation of the 4Runner over the years from 1984 all the way up until now. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next.